Welcome into a beautiful Sunday afternoon here for the USL PDL, brought to you today by Adam Weigel of Bootstrappers Studios, specializing in event video of all sizes, live streaming, and inexpensive commercials for your small business. Send an email to info@bootstrappersstudios.com to find out what they can do for you. Peyton Barron's here as Calgary, Foothills FC, and the Sounders U23 are underway. The Sounders are on a bit of a skid, finding themselves in second to last place on the standings in the PDL at a 1-win, 1-loss, and 2 draws. They lost Friday night in Victoria, and it's quite the opposite on the Calgary side of things. They are sitting in first place at 3-1-1 with a long ball dumped all the way to the far side with Nathan Ani shielding it out of play. And Calgary started off extremely hot, 3 straight wins. They played Victoria back-to-back games, beat them 2-0 and 1-0. And then they found a win against Portland. But then right after that immediately drew with Portland 1-1 and then went on the road to TSS, losing 2-1 on Friday night. TSS Rovers, a team that the Sounders had a 2-2 draw with just over a week ago. Brodacki up at the top, and it's Ramos with a long ball over the top for Jameel Cox. He can't trap it down. Let's meet the starters for the Sounders. Ben Willis is in goal. Casey French, Nathan Ani, and Trevor Jensen are in the starting 11 alongside up top Nicholas Brodacki. Jameel Cox is playing on one wing. Scott Menzies in the midfield. Ivory Randall is one of the outside backs. Ryan DeGroot holding down the center back in front of Ben Willis's net. Ozzy Ramos playing as a center defensive mid, sitting way back. And you have Philip Lund starting up top, wearing the number 26. He's one of your strikers today. As for Calgary, Nathan Ingram will be wearing number 21. He's in the net. Dean Northover, Dominic Zader, Jonathan Wielden, and Joel Waterman. That's the defense for Calgary today. Nick Ledgerwood, Elijah Adekugbi, Jordan Haynes, and Sergio Camargo. They're going to be holding down the midfield, and up top it's Ali Musi, who has 2 goals on the season, alongside Nico Pasquotti. In the midfield, Menzies finds Brodacki, and Brodacki just plays a soft touch behind Jameel Cox. Rolls away for Calgary throw. Possession going back and forth in the midfield, and it's a handball. Trevor Jensen wearing the number 5. Incidental contact there, gets blown dead for a free kick. Long switch of play off the set piece for Calgary, and now they're trying to get into the attack. It's a left-footed cross floating to the far post and sails away. Calgary comes into today's game without their leading scorer, Moses Danto, who has 4 goals on the season. Ali Musi's the leading goal scorer on the field. He's got 2. And Nico Pasquotti has 1 goal and an assist so far on this 2018 campaign. Sounders in the famous Rave Green here, while Calgary Foothills is sporting the green and black striped fronts. Ramos playing back to his defense. Nathan Ani, the center back here, the Seattle U product, who had just won Seattle U's Men's Player of the Year. Very special award for the Red Hawk. Now going on the attack, here's Pasquotti trying to get around DeGroot. DeGroot with solid defense, drops back for Willis. Now Willis plays back. The Sounders finding a lot of pressure heavy in their own end. Brodacki's the target up top. Ramos, 1 touch, and the Sounders They look as if they're shifted, though, into a 4-5-1 today. 2 center defensive mids, Trevor Jensen and Ozzy Ramos. Brodaki's the one lone striker with Santiago Patino on the bench today. There's Jensen winning a tackle. Now he's trying to break out. Excuse me, it was Casey French. Philip Lund is playing on the near side wing. He's listed as a player coach on this roster here. Great experience out of Philip Lund. He's a veteran. Brodacki on the free kick, gets the header down and finds French. Deflected away for a Sounders throw. Now the Sounders have come out in a 4-4-2 most games, having a diamond where it's a great flick by Menzies. Can't find Brodacki, but the diamond did not seem to be working for the Sounders U23, as it almost just turned into a 5-5 with Ozzy Ramos dropping back into the defense, and Scott Menzies, the center attacking mid, would play so far up that the outside mids would join the attack, and it was like 2 strikers, 2 outside mids, and a center attacking mid all pressing the back line. Was not working out, was not able to get balls into the back of the net. Here they have opted for something that looks a little bit more defensive, but when you break out in the attack, can be every bit as strong as a 4-4-2. Possession keeps going back and forth. Clean tackle. French gets up, wins it again. Now he's on the run between 2 defenders. Now he gets taken down. The whistle's blown, and Casey French is slow to get up alongside Jordan Haynes, who's still on the turf. Both men wearing the number 3 find themselves on the ground here. Haynes is still on the turf. French, he's limping away, but he's going to be able to continue, and we'll see if Jordan Haynes will be able to continue, as Calgary had already sent a man far side to start warming up. Into the 8th minute here. The Sounders have yet to find the attacking third. Now they have a free kick just outside of it. It's a great place for a set piece to float in and try and win a header, and you have great targets in there like Scott Menzies, Ryan DeGroot, and Nicholas Brodacki. Free kick on the way, floats in, far side, Menzies. His header goes towards the frame, but it's away for a goal kick here in the 8th minute. Nathan Ingram's going to get his first touches on the ball today. (4-5-1) has 2 center defensive mids very far away from the ball. They are sitting in front of that back line. That's Trevor Jensen and Ozzy Ramos. And then 3 attacking midfielders in it. Philip Lund on one side, Jamil Cox on the other, and in the middle, it's Scott Menzies. Now going down the line, working with it. Piscotti faces up the goal. Puts it on his left and brings it back. Calmly drops the pass back to Adekubi. Piscotti. And a mistouch goes astray, and it's going to be a Sounders ball on the near side throw. Calgary, who is working very calmly with the ball in the attack, very nonchalantly lets that ball roll away. Ivory Randall now back on the throw. Menzies with lots of time, tries playing it over Brodacki's head, has to run onto it and can't get there. Here's Ani, watches the ball bounce back into Willis's net. Willis easily cleans it up. Rolls out for Randall. Ramos doing everything he can to keep the battle alive. And DeGroot clears away for Brodacki. Brodacki, his one touch, can't find a green shirt. It's away from Nathan Ingram's box. Chested down by DeGroot. Tries sending a ball for Jamil Cox. A little too quickly played. Cox can't run onto it. Throwing quickly for Nick Ledgerwood. We're through 10 minutes here in Sumner. Neither team is able to put a shot on frame. A lot of possession swinging back and forth between these two sides. Brodacki gets pulled down on the throw. And no, it's Brodacki committing the foul. Ingram clears it away, puts it into the attack. But Lund heads back for DeGroot. Now Ben Willis is going to saunter out. Ben Willis at Gonzaga University. Extremely talented goalkeeper here for the Sounders. Here's Menzies under Brodacki's header. Menzies floats towards that far sideline, and he gets pulled down, a mistouch, and it's going to be called a foul. Sounders will have a free kick here about 45 yards away from their own net. Ramos, the left footer on it again. 4 Sounders on top of the 18. Their runs, they break. Header by Ani. It's still floating around. Brodacki's battling. Menzies trying to run under it. It's cleared away by Wheeled On. 4 Sounders throw on the near side.
Everybody clap your hands.
Sounders now setting up a long throw in. Ivory Randall very capable of sending these into the box. Trying to find that near 6. Headed away. And it's deflected down and out. Now Calgary will take a throw on the near side, same spot. Long throwing up the sideline. It's chested away off of DeGroot. It was intended for Alamusi. Center referee Corbin May doing the officiating today. He had a pretty strong call with that one there. Musi's chest down. Finds Pasquodi. Now working it around. It's Northover. Loses possession. The Sounders now trying to find support. Jamel Cox with a great outside the foot touch, but runs past it. Now Calgary trying to break out. It's with Haynes. Haynes one touch cross from that far side. Musi can't get there, and Ivory Randall heads it away to safety, and it's going to be the first corner kick of the match here for the Calgary Foothills FC.
Corner kick coming up for Calgary, presented by Daytech.
Calgary sending up all the troops into the box. They got 7 standing outside the 18. And here's Musi on the near side corner. Left-footed in swinger, back 6. Ball bounces once. And it's safely away from Ben Willis's net. It's a great set piece to create space and be able to get a clean header off. And will go down as the first shot of today. Willis's goal kick clears his lines. Musi loses his footing as he missed touches. Now, a foul's going to be called on the ground. Rolling here is Dean Northover. So Ozzy Ramos, who picked up the foul, just a talking to here from Corbin May. No card issued. Now it's a good set piece here. Nick Ledgerwood on it. And Calgary is going to have another chance here, trying to get ahead on the ball. Free kick on the way, floating in to the PK spot, past everyone, and out on the ground. Ball still bouncing around, deflects off Corbin May. It's into the 18. It's a shot to the far post, and Joel Waterman couldn't find the frame. Dangerously played there and unlucky from the Sounders as the clearance deflects off the center official. Kept the ball in the mixer. Foul called off the goal kick on Elijah Adekugbi. A little extracurricular activity going on off the ball here after the whistle was blown. I don't know if the players knew the whistle was blown. They kept going at it. Now Corbin May trying to settle everything here in the 17th minute. Philip Lund comes all the way over from the near wing to help out. Possession going back and forth. Ani tries sending it up the line, and Calgary just dumps it back. Here's Willis outside of the 6. Cox has time. He settles. Looking for support. Dribbles infield. Here's Cox still carrying. Now lays off for Lund. Lund has a good overlapping run from Ramos, and now it's settled back down in the defense. Casey French, he's going to settle on the far sideline. Great touch to find Trevor Jensen. Jensen now getting his head up for the early ball. It's down the sideline. Sounders have a dangerous build-up here. Here's Philip Lund. Just about 30 yards out as he floats a ball into the PK spot. Berdecki can't get there. Now it's cleared sky high into the air by Pasquodi. Ball still floating around. Here's Ani. Ani finds Lund. And Lund's header was intended for Casey French as French deflects it away.
The Sounders U23 and South Peterstown community congratulate the Tacoma Stars at Children's Center on another successful professional indoor soccer season. Check out the Tacoma Stars at TacomaStars.com and come watch our partners in the game of soccer.
Menzies wins the ball, taking over, and just taken back immediately by Dean Northover. Pasquodi with a great heel flick over the top. He gets his feet taken away by Ryan DeGroot. A cheeky piece of play there from Nico Pasquodi, and it really would have led to something as the Sounders defense was scrambling to get back. Two very crafty forwards today for Calgary. Nico Pasquodi, a goal and assist, and Ali Musi. Both guys play at an extremely high level. Free kick from the same spot as just moments ago. Calgary was able to get a header on it. Now it's floated in. Not this time. Nathan Ani heads it away. Ball floated down into the corner. Right foot across. It's curling in. Header across the face of the goal, and Ozzy Ramos clears it away. He wanted nothing to do with that ball. It was Dominic Zader who found the header, and rightly so, put it across the face of the net. Didn't have anyone home on top of the 6. But that was great work from Calgary. Now a dangerous throw-in on the near sideline. So we're taking a few moments here to try and chase down the soccer ball that Ozzy Ramos punted into Tacoma. Throwing on the way from Pasquotti. Headed, it's chested down. Another shot. No, it's deflected away. Northover. He takes an ambitious attempt from 30 out, and it gets deflected away. Now Lund's chasing it down. Lund can't get a touch on it. It's working with Moosey. Moosey now trying to get around Jensen. He's got space. Finds a through ball, and it can't connect with the runner, Sergio Camargo. Calgary doing great work in the attack, being able to find their passes, have great buildup. Here they are again. It's with Ledgerwood going down the sideline. Can't connect with Moosey. Menzies and Brodacki in a 2-on-5. It gets brought down by Adekugbe. Sounders full pressure here on the defensive end for Calgary. Jameel Cox getting a deflection. Now it's an overhead kick cleared out to midfield. DeGroot heads it out of bounds. Calgary tried safely playing a ball back into their defense. It was Jameel Cox, Nicholas Brodacki, and the entire Sounders company being able to defend and pressure into that defensive third for Calgary. DeGroot on a header. It goes to Randall. Jensen's trying to work with it in the middle. A foul there called as Trevor Jensen wraps his arm around the back of Dean Northover's head. He's getting a talking to. Northover saying that's twice now. And surely the next one for Jensen will land him into the book. Here's another free kick coming from the near sideline. We're into the 23rd minute. Ledgerwood's free kick. Trying to find Moosey. It goes over, and the header flies away, and immediately the whistle is blown for the trainers to come on as there was head-to-head contact. And it looks like Trevor Jensen for the Sounders and Dominic Zader for Calgary. Both players are slow moving as Zader's still on the ground. I believe it was Jensen who walked away.
Fans, they update on team news, video features, and highlights. Do it all by logging on to SoundersU23.com. You can watch all the goals and recap of this match later tonight on SoundersU23.com.
It looks like we'll get things started again here with a drop ball for Ben Willis after the whistle was blown. It was floating away. Kick down into Calgary's end. And now we are back underway here. Both players staying on the field. It's a big, long switch to the far side. Casey French can't get to it, and it was almost brought down by Jordan Haynes, but French was there to deflect it away. Philip Lund and Jameel Cox have switched wings here. Lund now on the right wing, Jameel Cox on the near side wing. Throw-in goes all the way into the box, headed off the post, and it's in! The throw-in was deflected off of a head, so it counts. But it looked like to be a Sounders defender off the end of it. Willis was frozen on his line. And it was an own goal. Incredible. Something you do not see every day. The long throw-in, it was a missile coming from the far sideline, deflecting off of a Sounders defender head to the far post, and Willis had no chance on any sort of save. So without a shot on goal here for Calgary, they lead 1-0 in the 25th minute.
Calgary goal scored in the 25th minute.
I believe the throw-in was from Nico Pasquodi, number 12, the striker. You're watching the USLPDL on YouTube, where you see something new every day. These games are incredible. Great talent here. Philip Lund down to the goal line, trying to send it across. It's deflected, but it went over the line according to the far side official, and it's going to be a Calgary goal kick. Philip Lund has a few words for Corbin May there. One to 0 here in the 27th minute, following the own goal from the Sounders off of a throw-in in the 25th minute. Jensen's header. Skies all the way back. Brodaki's chasing it down. And the far side official calling the foul with the flag on Nicholas Brodacki, trying to chase down the defensive play. This broadcast is brought to you by Adam Weigel of Bootstrappers Studios, specializing in event video of all sizes, live streaming, and inexpensive commercials for your small business. Send an email to info@bootstrappers.com to find out what they can do for you. Working through the midfield here, Calgary. Stringing together some great passes. Northover keeps that one in. Gets it back after falling to the ground. Gets past a double team. He hits the turf. No whistle blown. Here's Ivory Randall down to the corner trying to shield it away. Northover keeps it. Right foot across. Far post. Moosey's there, but Casey French heads it away for a corner kick. It's going to be the second one of the day here for Calgary.
Calgary corner kick presented by Daytech.
Calgary up 1-0 here in Sumner, Washington, trying to make it two. It's a crisp, breezy afternoon here at Sunset Stadium. Willis with a flying punch away. And it looks like the lights have come on. The rain is starting to fall as rain's in the forecast after a beautiful Seattle weekend we've had here. Northover completely whiffs on the shot. That's strike one. Two more and he's going to be out. Moosey now down the far sideline, left foot across, no one even near it. Here's Randall chasing it down, watches it go away. Ivory Randall's throwing out of his own end, falls in possession of Calgary, going back and forth with the Sounders. Jensen now, one touch for Brodacki. Brodacki finds Jamil Cox on the break, far sideline. Jamil Cox looking back for Brodacki. It's a 2-on-6 here. Jamil Cox trying to work some magic. Working through three defenders. Jamil Cox gets to the near side, sends his left foot across, and it is scooped up. Nathan Ingram there. After a quick counterattack from the Sounders, weren't able to get anything on frame after it was deflected away, and the Calgary defense was able to clean it up. Brought over the near side. Here's Northover. Trying to find Pasquodi, but can't get to him. Sounders defense having to string together some one-touch passing to keep away from the Calgary pressure. Ledgerway trying to find Moosey. Here's Ramos now finally settling after the ping-pong heading tournament. We're a third of the way through the match here. Northover trying to find Pasquoti. It's going to be out of play off to Groot. Calgary opened up scoring in the 25th minute off of the throw-in from the far side 5 minutes ago. And that is their 6th first half goal on the season. They have 9 goals on the year, and 6 of them now have come in the first half. So if the Sounders want to get things rolling, the second half will be their half to prosper. Offside called on the far side on Ali Musi. The Sounders the exact opposite of Calgary. They have 7 total goals on the season, only 2 in the first half, and they have 5 second half goals. On top of the box, Pasquoti, he finds a through ball. No, it's deflected away. Nathan Ani saves the day, but the ball's still bouncing around. Randall can't clear it out. The header goes to the far side. Taking a touch here is Haynes. Haynes left foot across, only finds Nathan Ani, who finds Philip Lund with a great turn and a touch. Here's Lund on the counter. 4 green shirts skiing into the Calgary defense. Menzies takes a touch, gets his feet taken out from under him, and it's a smart play by the Calgary defense to just slow down the Sounders counter. Philip Lund started all that, getting a great flick, a great turn, and a great touch to get past the first part of the Calgary defense, able to break out. This is the Sounders U23 third home game. The first 2 both had 90th minute finishes that ended in draws. And it's a turnover, a quick play going the other way. Here's Pasquoti on the near side, sells it down, only has Musi in front of him. Pasquoti trying to get past DeGroot. Pasquoti on the right foot, takes a touch, gets space, right foot across, far post, Musi! His header is just wide. It was a great run of play from Calgary. The 2 strikers, Pasquoti and Musi. Pasquoti being able to create the space here on the near sideline with a simple, quick touch, puts it back on his right, and finds Musi's head on the far side, back 6. And Ali Musi just not able to direct it on frame, just inches wide. Menzies' header can't find Burdecki. Now Philip Lund trying to bring it down. Jensen in the midfield. Sounders have played an incredible amount less of through balls so far through today's game. In the first 2 home games that they had, everything was direct out of the back. Now they've been able to find possession, be able to have build-up, be able to counterattack with passes. You see this team already developing since the first few games of the season. The Sounders season started with a win. They've been unable to find that winning form since. Drawing 2-2 with TSS. Drawing 1-1 with Lane United. Here's Brodacki on a header trying to find Jamil Cox. And then just losing 2-1 to the Victoria Highlanders after having a 1-0 lead at halftime. Santiago Patino also had a PK opportunity in that Highlanders match that was saved. That close to a 2-2 game for the Sounders. Just about 10 minutes till we hit intermission here in Sumner. Long ball over the top. Haynes tracking it down. His left foot across. Gets to Jensen, who heads it away safely. Excuse me. It's Casey French. Far side, dangerous throw here, as they all are with Calgary Foothills scoring off of their last long throw. And it's a header from Philip Lund. It skips off of his head on the throw immediately. And Lund on a bone-crushing tackle. And that one wasn't taken too nicely from Calgary. Philip Lund has to get pushed away by his teammates. Yellow card is issued here in the 36th minute for Philip Lund.
In the 36th minute, a yellow card has been issued to Sounders U23, number 26, Philip Lund.
Lund, the first man today to go in to Corbin May's book. Now the free kick on the way from the far sideline. 6 Calgary shirts crash the box. In swinger Willis strongly and firmly takes control. Sends his punt out looking for Brodacki. It bounces to the ground. Lund chasing it down. Menzies takes over. Lund. Combos here with Jameel Cox. Jameel Cox trying to get past 2 defenders and he can't. Now Calgary looking to break out, going the other way. Sounders have yet to put a strong attack on Nathan Ingram's goal. He's had a quiet first half. Jensen's header finds Menzies. Can't get possession yet. Here's Menzies now for Cox. Trying to get crafty and flick it by Northover, but can't. Moosey's touch finds DeGroot. And now it's Ramos trying to go the other way. Casey French on the outlet pass on the far side. Brodacki loses his footing. It's deflected away, and it's going to be deflected off of Brodacki. Darren Sawatsky very unhappy on that far sideline with the most recent call. Throw in on the near side from the same spot that Nico Pasquodi threw into the box and deflected. Got a deflection to find the back of the net. Lund stands just 2 yards off of that goal, off that sideline. Long throw. It's headed away by Ramos. Missed touches. Falls into the defense for Calgary. Here's Ingram trying to find support. Randall's header couldn't get to Menzies, and now Calgary breaking out the other way. Camargo drops a pass to the back line. It's Camargo again. Loses his dribble as it floats away to that far sideline in the neutral third. So we're in the 40th minute here. Long throw, Brodacki missed touches. Now it's up the far sideline. Squody can't settle. Ani finds Jensen with a great flick to Philip Lund. Lund now up the near sideline, and it's deflected away. The Sounders have a throw-in in that attacking third. Here's Casey French on the far side. Sounders would love to knot this thing up before they go into the break. French trying to dribble out of trouble, and he can't. Ramos tackles to keep it in. Here's Menzies Menzies now finds a pass for Brodacki, and he can't get a touch on it as it just scoots out across that goal line, and it's going to be a goal kick for Nathan Ingram. Ivory Randall's header away off of the Nathan Ingram goal kick. Ingram has had about a total of 4 touches in the box today. Wearing the all-yellow kit. Here's Jamil Cox. And it's deflected away by Pasquotti. Brodacki trying to head it down. Lund gets there. Can't get through the defense. Lund unhappy. There's no call. Now Ani, he mishandles, trying to play back with DeGroot. The Sounders panicking, turn it over into the neutral third. Here's Camarga. Working around the back line, swung through Jonathan Wielden. Wielden trying to play a ball over the top. Pasquotti's the target, and he's in behind. Has Ani on his heels. One touch taken, and Willis is off his line to scoop it up. No call there. Nathan Ani was able to save the day as Pasquotti got in behind the defense. Pasquotti with a heel flick, can't find Moosey. Jensen's header. Jamil Cox brings it down. Plays out wide. Can't get it to Brodacki. Into the middle now. It's with Haynes. Haynes, one touch. Getting around. Trying to get past Randall. His cross goes to the backside of the box. Randall's there. Now Jensen sends a ball upfield. It stays into the attacking third for Calgary. They're able to work around it. Here's Lagerwood, who sends a ball over the top. And Willis is able to corral. Ben Willis taking his time here. Ball at his feet in the 43rd minute. Willis sends it away looking for Jamil Cox. Ramos with a simple touch back to Ani. Now it's Pasquotti trying to chase down another one. Nathan Ani. An over-the-head kick sends it away for a throw. The rain here in Sumner, Washington, steadily falling on this game. As we approach halftime, Jensen, take over, foul called, far sideline. Calgary now has a chance to double their lead before we go into the break. It's a great opportunity here from the sideline, send in a good set piece. As they send over Sergio Camargo. Six Calgary shirts around the top of the box. One Sounders man in the wall. It's Jamil Cox. Camargo's free kick is short. Deflected away. And they're going to say last touched off of Ozzy Ramos. Throwing quickly taken. Now play for a goal kick. We approach stoppage time here, and we'll see how much they allow. Sounders need to get into the locker room here. Try and figure some things out for the second half, as not much has been working for him. Here's Moosey.
A minimum of 1 minute of added time.
Near side, Randall. Miscommunication with Brodacki as he sends it about 15 yards overhead. Now into the midfield. Calgary going to use this minimum 1 minute of stoppage time. Just knock the ball, keep possession. Tommy Wheeldon, the head coach over on the far sideline for Calgary, is furious. Seems like he's wanted his players to quickly go, try and get a second before halftime, and there's the final whistle. Both teams are going to head into the locker room here with Calgary leading 1-0 after dominating in that first part. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 15 minutes with second half action live here from Sunset Stadium in Sumner, Washington. Welcome back into Sunset Stadium. Second half action is underway, and we have a halftime substitution for Calgary Foothills FC. We're entering the match is number 8, Bruno Zebi. Leaving the match is number 6, Nick Ledgerwood, who is hitting all of the free kicks from the far sidelines that the Sounders were letting up in the first half. Peyton Barons here from Sunset Stadium in Sumner, Washington, where the rain is falling down on this USL PDL match today on this Sunday afternoon. The lights are on, and the Sounders have struggled to find the attacking third today. They've been having better passing, better build-up than we've seen in previous matches, but they have not been able to get any sort of shots off. The only book so far is Philip Lund with a yellow card, and then an own goal for the Sounders off of a throw-in. It deflected off of a defender's head and found the far post. Now here's the Sounders on the attack. Burdacki pairing up. Burdacki trying to get one more pass off. He couldn't. Ramos keeps it alive, finds Lund, playing back for Ramos safely. Now it's brought over to the near side for Casey French. French slows it down, plays with Ani. Deflection away. Menzies trying to win, and he takes a head. He's on the ground. He's slow to get up. Training staff immediately onto the field. Menzies a little shaken up, but he looks like he's going to be okay. As Menzies leaves the pitch, it's going to be a drop ball sent back to Ben Willis. And Menzies back on the pitch already. Willis now sends to the far sideline. Calgary trying to work into the attack. Pasquotti getting past the double team, still alive. The right foot across, it deflects away, and it's going to be the third corner kick for Calgary.
Calgary corner kick presented by Daytech.
The Sounders' offensive presence has been so non-existent that they have yet to find a corner kick today. Here's Ali Musi, the left-footed striker, on the far side, take the corner. Sends in the in-swinger, back 6, header, straight up into the air, going to the top of the 18. Still bouncing, still alive. Lund, still to head it away. A one-touch strike there, and Ali Musi now running down the deflection. Musi, he's in the box. Settles it back. Now working around the top of the box. It's a left-footed cross. The Sounders can't get anything away here. Here's Jameel Cox, can't clear his lines. Ball still floating around. Now it's brought over to the near side and deflected away.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for all of our ball kids working hard in the rain, doing a fantastic job.
Your sideline, here's Pasquotti, and a missed touch off the wet turf, and that ball slips away. Header won in the neutral third by Calgary, and now the first place Calgary Foothills trying to build attack, and been talking about the Sounders not being able to connect offensively. Calgary has only had about 2 or 3 chances, but a majority of this game has been spent in Calgary's attacking third. Ramos has to one-touch a ball over to French on the near side. Ani clips it away upfield. A foul's going to be called as Ani got his feet taken out from underneath him after the pass. Nathan Ani's still slow to get up after he took a spike. But Calgary, they have only put about 2 shots on frame today. They've missed about 1 good heading opportunity. Really, both sides, not a whole lot of shots in this match. But Calgary opened up scoring off of a throw-in on the far sideline. There was a header skimmed off the top of a Sounders defenseman's head over to the far post. Ben Willis frozen on his line, unable to get there. Ramos trying to connect with Lund in the middle. Lund's pass, hospital ball. It's going the other way. 2 touches and a shot to the far post, and it slips in. It's a goal for Calgary. Sergio Camargo. A quick counterattack. He takes 2 touches, and Calgary with the celebration.
Calgary's second goal. The first of the year, scored by number 16, Sergio Camargo, scored in the 52nd minute.
As I was just talking about Calgary not having many offensive opportunities, they turn around, they fire a shot from the top of the 18, and they double the score here in Sumner, Washington. It's 2-0 here in the 52nd minute. Now the Sounders, they really got to get things going back in this second half. Brodacki runs under the legs of the defender. A foul immediately called. I think Brodacki just didn't have his head on a swivel, didn't know where the pressure was as he turned to try and chase down the through ball. Now the Sounders have a decent climb back here. They've only scored 3 goals once on the season if they're looking for a win. That ball rolls out for a goal kick. Their only win on the season was a 3-goal win to open up the year. That was in Oregon against Lane United. Then they drew 2-2 to TSS. Waterman trying to protect it all the way to the corner flag, and it rolls away for a goal kick as Brodacki was bringing the pressure. The Sounders' next match comes on Tuesday against the Portland Timbers, who find themselves in dead last of the standings. It'll be the Sounders' 3rd match in a 5-day span. Safely played back to Nathan Ingram. Throw-in deflected away, and it's going to be a goal kick for Willis. We're about 10 minutes into the second half here. 1 shot, 1 goal so far in the second half. The Sounders there, their goal kick didn't pass outside of the 18, so it's going to be a re-kick here. A little confusion on the field by the Rave Green. Philip Lund wins the header. He hits the turf after getting his legs taken out from under him, but the Sounders still have possession. It's a lobbed ball over the top. Now Calgary clears their lines. Chasing it down to Groot. He heads back to Willis. 2 Foothills players are on the tail of that ball, but Willis was able to pick it up. Casey French, great defense there to win that. Now the Sounders want to break out. Jensen plays with French, who slides to keep it in play. And here's Ani. He's being chased down now by Zebi. Zebi pressuring the back line. He's the halftime sub. Now it's with Musi. Taken away by Lund, and now the Sounders on possession. Cox now into the attacking third. Sends the ball to the far side. Menzies is there. Slowly brought back here, and now the Sounders trying to rebuild their shape. Ball intended for Casey French, and it's played about 5 yards behind him. Substitution coming now on the far side, and Ozzy Ramos is going to be leaving the game. I believe that's Santiago Patino, the striker. And indeed it is. He's a well-built striker, can use his body, win headers, and play with a lot of pace.
Coming the 57th minute, entering the match, number 7, Santiago Patino.
Here's Patino's first touch, plays out wide for Jamil Cox.
Ozzy Ramos.
Cox down that far sideline, slide tackle, sends it away, and with that substitution, the Sounders will go back into a 4-4-2 formation. Ramos leaves the game. He was playing center defensive mid. He now leaves those duties alone for Trevor Jensen. Sounders desperately need more attack. Patino and Brodacki can be dangerous paired up together. Long throw on the way from Ivory Randall. Ani can't get on it. It's headed back, and it was off of a head of the Foothills player, but it finds the hands of Nathan Ingram. Sounders building a little more dangerously here. Long ball into the midfield. Randall wins. Can't get the first touch to Lund. Great play. Working with it. Calgary getting his feet taken out from underneath him was Haynes. Calgary still able to keep possession. Patino can't win. Advantage being given in the midfield. Here's Musi. Sends the ball to the near side. It's Haynes. Another body on the ground. More advantage. Cross into the box. It's flicked by DeGroot. Ball still bouncing around. Flag up on the far sideline. It's in the back of the net, but it is offside. And Pasquodi is not going to get the third goal here.
Offside.
Pasquodi was almost sure that he had a net. He was off in celebration until he looked over and saw the flag up on the far sideline. Now floated ball intended for Musi. Can't find him. Now it's with Menzies trying to flick ahead. Into the attacking third. Musi turns. Trying to find space in the top of the box, but he can't. Jensen trying to get it away as this ball is headed directly for the sideline, and it can't stay in. Here's Casey French on the near sideline. Zebi safely plays back to the defensive line, which gets sent away to the far sideline in front of Calgary's bench. Patino wins the header, can't find Brodacki. Chested down, possession kept by Calgary, and Musi finds a through ball. Going through the back is Pasquodi. Pasquodi takes out the legs of Ivory Randall. It's going to be a throw-in on the far sideline. Randall hit the turf. He was looking for a call. Now Now Calgary taking over as we are 2/3 of the way through the match here in Sumner, Washington at Sunset Stadium. The lights are on, the rain is falling. Header floated on into the 6. Willis off his line to get a quick punt as he's looking for that Brodacki and Patino combo. Ball bounces once. Brodacki can't get under. The header is brought down. Carrying through the midfield. Great touch by Zebi. Settled by Ingram in his own 18. Now the Sounders applying high pressure here. Something we haven't seen most of today. When they do bring the high pressure, they panic Calgary. Jensen shields out that throw, and after it deflects off of Dean Northover's thigh. Brodacki heads on. Patino trying to chase it down. And a foul going to be called on Santiago Patino after a two-hand push to the back to try and get around the defender. Ani gets bridged under. He hits the deck hard, and he's still on the ground. It's going to be a foul. The Sounders are going to have the free kick. Nathan Ani is yet to get up. Trainer onto the field. The play like that, Nathan Ani may have just knocked the wind out of himself. It's a fall from a very high elevation there, jumping over a player and coming back down to earth.
Fans after the match, hop online and go to TacomaSoccerCenter.org to find out how to join in for adult and youth leagues here in the South Puget Sound.
Ani is back up on his feet. He's got to head off of the turf because the trainer entered the field, and he has to wait to get waved back on. Back underway now. Menzies sends a long free kick. Jamil Cox can't find the header. Menzies, a deliberate foul, stopping the play at midfield, and he is the second man getting yellow card today. Joins Philip Lund in that book.
In the 64th minute, a yellow card has been issued to Sounders number 13, Scott Menzies.
Free kick on the way here from Calgary, sent to the near side. Bringing it down to Haynes. Haynes dribbles infield, right foot across. Trying to find Moosey. Moosey's header flicks onto the far side. Moosey's grabbing his head after the contact. And a one-touch cross is set behind Ben Willis's net. We're in the 64th minute, and this broadcast is brought to you by Adam Weigel of Bootstrapper Studios, specializing in event video of all sizes, live streaming, and inexpensive commercials for your small business. Send an email to info@bootstrapperstudios.com to find out what they can do for you. Lund wins the header, flicked on for Brodacki. Can't find Patino, they connect. Ball still floated in the air. Can't get to Philip Lund again. Casey French wins it off the foot. Now working with it, Haynes. Haynes can't get past French. Lund, quick touches there. Gets through to French. Brodacki combines with French. And now it's flicked away. Calgary able to get through it. And losing his footing there, Elijah Adekugbi goes to the turf, whistle blown. It's a foul called. And now a cramp for Elijah Adekugbi. Slow to get up, and there is not a whole lot of urgency for this Calgary side to get play started again. We're in the final third of this match. Kugby is a fighter out there. You can see he's got some battle scars, a bandage on his face for today's game. He's been one of the main workhorses out there for this Calgary Foothills midfield. Here's Lund now, has Green in front of him, working quickly in space. Lays off for Brodacki. Brodacki on the near side wing. Right foot across into the box. Lund was there, but it's deflected away by the Calgary defense. One of the best build-up chances that we've seen the Sounders have today. Shut down immediately. Moosey loses it. Here's Lund now. Lund has an overlapping run from Brodacki. No, goes for Santiago Patino trying to chase it down. Patino one-touch cross looking for Lund in the 6, and it's deflected away again. The Sounders are knocking on the door. Philip Lund being one of the main guys who are getting the energy flowing for this Sounders team, and you could see Santiago Patino, the substitution, coming onto the field, working hard, getting down to the goal line. And now here's Casey French on the near sideline, but Philip Lund is on the ground. And he may need to see medical attention here. He's cramping. They're going to stretch him out for a couple of seconds here before we get play underway again. Nicholas Brodacki being a great teammate, helping out those calf stretches. Ivory Randall now on the stoppage of play jogs over to the near side to take the throw-in. Here in the 67th minute, Sounders have a throw-in just inside the 18. Ivory Randall now sends the long throw to the near post. It flicks onto the backside. Lund's header straight down into the turf. Now working away. Calgary trying to send it away, and it's going to go to the midfield.
MVP Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of the Sounders U23. MVP Physical Therapy designs programs to improve function and speed recovery. Check out MVP Physical Therapy on Main Street here in Sumner. For more, visit mvtpt.com.
Great work in the midfield to keep possession there from Sergio Camargo, but now it's the Sounders on the attack. Patino trying to get past one, heavy touch, and he takes the legs out from underneath Joel Waterman, and that's immediately a yellow card out of the book of Corbin May. It's the third Sounder, and Waterman is very slow to get up. Santiago Patino is a big man. You don't want to see that tackle.
In the 68th minute, a yellow card has been issued to Sounders number 7, Santiago Patino.
Substitution on the far side of the field for the Sounders here. And it looks to be Leroy Magarushi. And it looks like he's going to be taking off Philip Lund.
Sounders U23 substitution coming in the 69th minute. Number 8, Leroy Magarache. Departing, number 26, Philip Lund.
And with Philip Lund leaving, he gives the captain band over to Santiago Patino, who just entered the book with a yellow card here. The Sounders still down 2-0 in the 69th minute. As Magarushi enters, Jensen flicks the ball over the top for Brodacki, and it's cleared away. Sounders have Eddie Nah in the 18 today. He is a great attacking threat. And we should be seeing Eddie Nah sometime soon for the Sounders. Try and get onto the scoreboard. Long throw in. No, it goes short. Here it's on the near side with Nico Pasquodi. Pasquodi trying to get past Magarushi. Outside the right foot cross. The header goes in. And it's deflected away for another corner kick. It's going to be the fourth one of the match today for Calgary.
In the 70th minute, presented by Daytech.
The Sounders still have yet to have a corner of their own. Corner kick on the near side, coming off the right foot. Swings into the near post. It's flicked to the far side. Now settling it down, Zebby. And Zebby gets it taken away. Nathan Ani. Quick one touch working out of it. North over. Now it's on the far sideline. Zeder sends it back in. Casey French trying to take it over. A handball going to be called on that far sideline. Sounders have a substitution on the far side. Should be entering here on this dead ball. So we're in the 71st minute. Under 20 minutes left to play here, plus stoppage time. There it is. Nicholas Brodacki is leaving the match and entering for the Sounders.
Substitution in the 71st
It's going to be Eddie Na.
Entering the match, number 18, Eddie Na. Departing number 9, Nicholas Brodacki.
So now forwards up top for the Sounders, Eddie Na and Santiago Patino. Both of them substitutions. They should have fresh legs and be able to put some pressure on the Calgary net for the next 20 minutes. Ani with a heavy touch. It gets taken away, but Jensen cleans it up, sending it back to Willis. Magarushi under it. Now French sends it back for Ani. Ani with a small touch to Menzies. Magarushi's header finds Na. Now gets to Menzies in the middle, and Patino wins it. Patino has Na running down the right sideline, gets the ball over the top. Here's Na with a first-time cross. Deflects it. Na settles now in the corner. Na looking for help. Gets it to Magarushi. Magarushi on the left foot. It's a curler, but sends it just a bit outside. Sounders attack now finding some energy. I'll take goal kick, Nathan Ingram. Finally sends it away once he sees his team set. Ani on the header. Now Menzies flicks it away. Ani and Musi are on the ground. They're both grabbing an ankle. Ani must have came down hard. And training staffs are going to be onto the field here. Seen a lot of collisions today, a lot of work for the training staff here. Nathan Ani leaped over Musi. Musi's grabbing his head. He may have caught Nathan Ani's elbow. And Ani was on the ground grabbing the ankle. He may have came down on top of Musi. Teams here are gathering. They're talking tactics. They're trying to figure things out. As we approach these last 15 minutes here, the Sounders, they desperately need to find the ball into the back of the net as quickly as possible if they want a chance in this match. Now getting closer, getting back underway here. This should add to a lot of extra time, and it looks like this ball's going to get sent back to Ben Willis for a restart here in the 76th minute. About 2 minutes was taken up there. We'll see how much stoppage time the Sounders have to work with as they are trying to come back. Now it's Patino, turns. Patino has time, gets past one defender, but another heavy touch from Santiago Patino. And it's a turnover, and now Calgary trying to break out. A dummy on the far side allows an overlapping run. Now it's into the midfield. Musi, one touch, but puts it too far in front of Pasquodi.
Fans stick around for autographs after the game. The Sounders will be signing on the east side of the stadium right after today's match.
Ivory Randall's throw-in comes from the far side, trying to find Patino way back in the Sounders defending third. DeGroot trying to head it. Jameel Cox settles it down, and now here's Leroy Magarushi trying to break up field. Casey French is on the ball, had runners in front of him, slows it down. Jameel Cox now pushing a high line for the Sounders on the far side wing, giving Ivory Randall a lot more space out there on the far side, but here's Jensen, finds Magarushi, has an overlapping French, goes into the midfield. Patino can't get a touch onto it. Miscommunication, whether that one was for Eddie Na or Santiago Patino. Ball bounces to the ground. DeGroot trying to clean it up, and a foul is going to be called as DeGroot was draped all over Pasquodi. Casey French slow to get back on defense as he's behind the play. Takes a knee, and these Sounders, they are beat up today. Casey French is grabbing a hamstring, and we hope that he's going to be okay.
Will next be in action here at home on Wednesday, June 13th against the Calgary Foothills FC. Kickoff is scheduled for 7:30. For tickets, log on to SoundersU23.com.
Casey French now getting helped off by the trainer. And the Sounders don't have a substitution ready just yet. But it looks like that will end Casey French's day. He was putting some great minutes this season so far. We hope this is nothing serious on his hamstring.
Sounders U23 substitution in the 78th minute. Entering the match, number 15, Yoshi Chapin. Departing number 3, Casey French.
Yoshi Chafin enters the game now. Chafin playing that outside back. Working through Musi, trying to get through 3 defenders. Ani sends it away. Patino's the target, headed with Na. Na, chest down, plays the overlapping Cox, and now he's on the run. Sounders got a break here, got numbers. It's a 4-on-3. Left foot cross from Jameel Cox, and it's the first corner kick of the day for the Sounders.
That'll be the Sounders, the U23 corner kick presented by Baytech.
Yoshi Chafin in, and he's going to be listed as the right back here, substituting in for Casey French, but he's more of a midfield player, and we'll see him get in on the attack for the Sounders. Cross comes into the box. Ani's there. No, can't get to it. Magarushi puts it back into the mixer. Now it's Jameel Cox on top of the box. Magarushi can't bring it down. And it's far side now, trying to clear their lines. But Pasquodi now getting upfield and hitting the turf hard. Slides onto the track. Whistle blown for a foul, and Jameel Cox was the man who sent Pasquodi all the way on to about the 3rd row of the running track.
The 80th minute, a yellow card has been issued to Sounders, the U23 number 11, Jameel Cox.
On the far side of the field, Casey French is finally making it around to the benches, and he is having a tough time putting any pressure on that hamstring. This is not a good sign for the Sounders or for Casey French. Free kick on the way. Sent up into the attack. Randall can't get a header on it. Jensen pokes it over for Jamil Cox, and a foul was called. The Sounders had an advantage that they like to argue for, but it's going to get brought back. Ball bounces straight up. Menzies can't get under it. That's a long ball over the top, looking for Moosey. Quick touch kept in play. Magarushi can't get on the end of it. Now bringing it down. Camargo. Camargo's got space. Give and go there. Is it flicked over the top? Camargo still trying to find it. Ball bouncing into the box before it's cleared away by Randall. Now it's Moosey, dropped way back. Near side with Haynes. Haynes and Moosey team up. Calgary putting together a lot of good passing here. And here's Moosey entering the 18. It pokes away, and Willis jumps out on it here in the 82nd minute. Calgary Foothills leads 2-0 off of a goal in the 25th minute. That was off of a throw-in headed into the net by the Sounders back line. So it started out 1-0 as an own goal, and then the 52nd minute, a quick counterattack. And there's a foul in the midfield. Magarushi swings, he misses. And going down very hard was Joel Waterman. He's been on the back end of some tough challenges today. As it stands now, Calgary Foothills will keep their place, their first place spot in the standings. They're sitting in at 3-1-1. It's going to be their first win since the third match of the season. They started out 3-0, and then they dropped their last two. Ali Moosey is going to get subbed off on the far sideline. Moosey's been a dominant force for this Calgary side.
83rd minute. Entering the match, number 13, Mamadi Kamara. Departing number 11, Ali Moosey.
It's Mamadi Kamara. Checks in wearing the number 13. Here's Jensen. Jensen heads to himself, still trying to bring it down. Ball bouncing. Menzies gets on the end of it now. A quick turnover, and here's Magarushi. Can't get it around the defense. On the dribble, the Sounders, they have urgency. Long ball into the Sounders' defensive end, and it rolls away for a throw. Here's Chafin on the near sideline with the throw, trying to find Magarushi, can't get under it. But it's Patino able to clean it up. Has Ani going into the attack. Slide tackle, well done there on the near sideline. It's away for a Sounders throw. Long throw, Ani underneath it. Now it's going to roll all the way down to the goal line. Patino trying to chase it down. It's going to be a goal kick here. We enter into the 85th minute. Sounders, there was about 5 minutes earlier, about in the 70th, where they were able to string together some nice attacks, be able to put pressure on Nathan Ingram's goal. And since then, the offense has been quiet. Long ball over the top to Groot, heads it down. Chafin now on the defense, takes over. Here's Jensen. Jensen finds Magarushi on the near side. Quick touch in for Ani. Ani turns. Trying to go over the top for Patino. And then he plays over Jamil Cox's head for the far sideline. Chasing it down, Eddie Na. Na can't find Cox, but he gets it back. Here's Na again on the possession, winning it back. Still battling, still fighting. And the Sounders can't string together 3 passes right now. Jensen dribbles through, sends it to the far side. Now it's Randall into the middle. Menzies. Menzies can't get past the defender and then takes out the legs of Elijah Adikubi. Ingram taking his time to get play started again. Chafin, his first touch, sends it 30 yards upfield. Headed back into his wheelhouse. Here's Randall trying to get a touch away. Pasquotti with the pressure. And Willis trying to send the punt away. Eddie Nah can't get under it, but it's knocked down for Menzies. Here's Magarushi. Magarushi finds Randall with space in front of him. If Randall can chase it down, has support with Jamil Cox. Finds the pass for Jamil Cox. It's Cox now on the left foot trying to get in. And it's called a goal kick. Last touch off of Jamil Cox's left foot. And Calgary now patiently waiting to get ball back into play. Ingram's goal kick all the way downfield. The header won by Kamara, still bouncing around. And Jensen tries sending it upfield. It bounces to Magarushi, playing a through ball in front of Menzies. Menzies is now on it. Patino had a flick and now breaking out the other way. It's Haynes. Haynes wants to hit a long ball. And he's down behind the play after Patino runs behind him. Patino already has a yellow card. And Haynes is grabbing his ear. I don't know if the referees saw it after the play. But if there was contact with Haynes' head, surely that would be enough for a second yellow card. Haynes still on the ground, still nursing the side of his face. Corbin May comes over to the near side to have a word with his assistant. It's going to be a Calgary free kick. Corbin May having words here with both captains. Having a word with Patino here. It doesn't look like he is issuing a second yellow for Patino. Patino goes and shakes hands with Haynes. And that surely will be a few more minutes added on to stoppage time come the 90th minute. We're in the dying embers of this match here, running underneath. Calgary still on the attack, and a great shot from about 35 out. Just sails away, mishit maybe by just a tad on the outside laces, but if that would have squared up on the laces, that had the postage stamp written all over it. Here's Patino on the header. Magarushi trying to find the header through ball. Now it's chasing down near side. Patino trying to shield it away, and the Sounders now have a throw in on the near sideline. Chafin, quick throw. Finds Randall. Randall's left-footed cross. It floats all the way to the backside. Jamil Cox trying to run it down. He keeps it alive, but it's one touch cleared out. And here's Pasquotti chasing it down. He has Kamara in front of him, wide open, but now in an offside position, and a foul going to be called before that ball went out of play here. We are about to cross into the 90th minute in stoppage time.
The referee has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
Play back underway for Calgary as the ball sent over the top. It's going to be a goal kick for Ben Willis. The Sounders got to get moving here. 4 minutes of stoppage time. We're already about 30 seconds through. It's not impossible, but it's pretty darn close here. The Sounders, you got to go back-to-back very quickly. Find something out of this match. They're just going to send everything they can forward. Yoshi Chafin on this near side with the throw. Trying to find Ani, who's in the attack. It's Patino back to the goal. Leroy Magarushi takes over top of the box. Left foot strike deflected away. Magarushi had a 90th minute goal last Sunday. We'll see if he's got another one in him today. Eddie Na far side. Combines with Jamil Cox and it sends back to DeGroot. And DeGroot's long through ball. Had nobody on this near sideline. Anticipated Chafin to be burning up and down the near sideline. We're about a minute 30 through the stoppage time here, 4 minutes minimum. Haynes throwing from the near side. Headed down by Chafin. Jensen's there. Jensen gets his feet taken out from under him, and it's a great opportunity for the Sounders to get things going. No, and Leroy Magarushi tried going quickly, and Menzies was down the sideline, but Magarushi was about 10 yards in front where the ball needed to be. And the Sounders have just lost that time. Sounders are going to send all their numbers up. Chafin now on the free kick. About 4 yards from the nearest sideline. About 45 yards to the net. All the green shirts in the box. Chafin plays short for Jamil Cox, who plays it over the top. DeGroot to the back post for Menzies, not there. Ani camping underneath this ball in the air. Magarushi trying to bring it down. He gets it on top of the box. Magarushi shot deflected. Patino underneath. It's Magarushi deflected away. And a goal kick is the final verdict. Sounders there closer than they have been to the net, and a substitution on the far sideline for Calgary as they're trying to milk this clock down as much as they possibly can as we cross through the 3rd minute. Leaving the game here, Sergio Camargo, who had the 52nd minute. He doubled the lead here for Calgary. He's able to get turnover, 30 yards out, dribble it to the 18, hammer a strike that was on the ground to the far post. It was a great goal. Ingram's goal kick sent downfield. Magarushi underneath it. Jensen trying to team up with Patino but can't. Long ball over the top. Ivory Randall all the way back. Willis clears it away on the volley. Menzies settles it. Lays off for Magarushi. Trying to find Na, but he couldn't down the sideline. Here's Magarushi floating through the midfield, trying to find Ani. Can't. Magarushi gets it back. Long ball over the top for Eddie Na. Na takes a touch, settles, loses his footing, and it's cleared away for a throw. And there it is, the final whistle. Calgary in first place. They stay on top of the division here with a 2-0 win in Sumner, Washington at Sunset Stadium. Well done offensively from Calgary, being able to put 2 goals into the net. The second one on a counterattack off of the boot of Sergio Camargo. And the first one, it was a long throw-in from Nico Pasquodi in the first half, about the 25th minute, that flicked in off of a Sounders defender's head and found the back post. This broadcast has been brought to you by Adam Weigel, Bootstrapper Studio, specializing in event video of all sizes, live streaming, and inexpensive commercials for your small business. Send an email to info@bootstrappers.com to find out what they can do for you. The Sounders dropped this home match 2-0. They're back in action on Tuesday in the rivalry game against the Portland Timbers. U23 on the road down in Portland. It will be the third match for the Sounders in 5 days. And that's going to wrap things up here from Sumner, Washington. So for Bootstrapper Studios, for the USL PDL, you've been watching on YouTube today. For everyone here with the Sounders U23, 2-0 is the final score from Sunset Stadium. I'm Peyton Barron signing off.